Good morning. Today we're going to be talking about applying exponent properties involving products. Now we have this problem right here, a to the third times a to the fifth. What does that mean? Well, let's break the a to the third down to a times a times a. A to the fifth is a times a times a times a times a. Notice here you have 3 factors of a. Here you have 5. You put them together, you get a total of 8 factors of a. So the product of powers property says, when you are multiplying two numbers with the same base, notice they're both the same letter, you add the exponents. Here are some examples. Negative 2 to the third times negative 2 to the sixth. You keep the base, the negative 2, and you add the exponents. 3 plus 6 is 9. 7 to the 6th times 7 times 7 to the 4th. Our base is going to be 7. Our base is going to be 7, but notice the 7 now I put a 1 here for the one that didn't have an exponent. Add them together, you get 11, 7 to the 11th. Here, same thing, but here you have a negative exponent. Same process occurs. Z to the 5th times z to the negative 3rd. 5 plus negative 3 is positive 2. So your answer is z to the 2nd power. That's one property. Now the next property is called the power of a power property. What do you do when you have the situation where you have an exponent being raised to a power? Well, let's break that down and see what that means. As you can see, a to the third squared means a to the third times a to the third. Well, we learned from our previous property that when you have the same base, you add the exponent, so you end up with 6 factors of a. Well, going back and looking at this, that's the same thing as 3 times 2. So coming over here, the power of a power property says a number, a factor being raised to a power, you keep the base and you multiply the exponent. So be careful. Don't get this confused with the previous property. Here you multiply the exponents. Now here I've got some examples for you to do. Go ahead and pause the video and do them. Okay, did you get those answers? I hope so. If you did them right. Now let's talk about the third one called the power of a product. Now this property, you have 2 or more factors within parentheses being raised to a power. And you'll notice that the exponent gets applied to each of the factors separately. So you change a to a to the m, and you change b to b to the m. Here I've given you an example of why that is. 2x to the third power means 3 factors of 2x. So you have 2 to the third power, and you have x to the third power, which gives you 8x to the third. Now I'm going to ask you to pause and do the next 3 problems. Okay, check your answers. 9k squared means 9 squared k squared. 9 squared, of course, is 9 times 9, 81. 81k squared. This is pretty straightforward. A to the 4th, b to the 4th. And same thing here. This is 3 squared w squared, giving you 9w squared. Now don't be like the monkey and get all confused. Take your time, relax, you're going to get it. So summing it up, here are our 3 properties. The product of powers property says x to the m times x to the n is equal to x to the m plus n. No parentheses here, you're just multiplying 2 numbers with the same base. You do that by adding the exponents. The power of a power property, you have a power being raised to a power. When that happens, you multiply the exponents. And finally, power of a product, when you have more than one factor inside of parentheses being raised to a power, Remember to raise each of the two or more factors to that power. Don't just go xy to the m. Remember to apply the m to the x and the m to the y. I hope your brain doesn't hurt.